Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Marissa Malloy, your business development coach and operations consultant. And I just want to hop on here real quick because we just had an amazing live in our exclusive Facebook community. And if you're not a part of that, then you're missing out because we were talking about women in business and creating financial um, legacies, financial wealth building principles, financial freedom, things that you should be tapping into as an entrepreneur so that you'll have less stress, less worry. Especially if you're a solopreneur and your business just is solely based on what you do, which you shouldn't. You should have multiple streams, multiple ways of bringing in revenue, which we need to talk about if you don't as a business development strategist. But either way, tonight we're talking about balance and why and how you can create the balance. So, first off, let me just start off by saying there's no such thing as balance. I don't teach balance. I don't aim for balance. I don't strive for balance. I don't even tell my clients to try to get balance because there's no such thing. It doesn't exist. And if you are building a business right now and you are still working full time and you have your family, your spouse, all these different obligations, and you feel as if, you know what, I just need some balance, or I can only do this when I get some balance, or I can only grow my business, or I can only irks, stop right there. Because there's no such thing. And if you're consistently chasing and feeling like you need to find balance in order for you to be successful, then you're not going to be successful because you're not going to find balance, right? And I learned this over the years that you know what, you're setting yourself up for failure because it truly doesn't exist. There's something called life work harmony, work life harmony, where you are really focusing on doing the things that brings you joy and also making sure that you prioritize those things and you have a plan for how you do it, right? So it's really truly not about balance but what about harmony. What keeps you at an even kill? What keeps you joyful? What keeps you productive? What removes the stress from your life? So if you're operating a business and you feel like you're doing all the things, you're all over the place, you are the chief everything officer in your business and you're burning yourself out, looking for balance is not the answer. You need to really start thinking about where's your support, where's your strategy, where's your sales, where's your system that can help create harmony so that you can um, take off the workload, decrease your workload so that you can increase your productivity and your revenue and your sales. So there's three basic things that I talk about when you're thinking of creating that work life harmony. And it really boils down to three things. The first thing you have to do is to plan. You have to be real strategic. You have to plan. Plan your days like nothing. Plan, plan, plan. Plan your weeks. Plan your goals. Plan your strategies. Plan your emails. Plan your marketing. Whatever business, if you're a service based business, you're a coach, consultant, a practice owner, whatever it is that you do, if you are in the business of serving people, right? And you still have your 9 to 5, or you are a solopreneur, you're doing everything in your business, you really need to plan. Plan in advance because if you're trying to wing it, if you're just getting up every day and just doing all the things, answering the phone at any time, answering texts anytime, answering emails anytime, then you're going to be all over the place and you're not going to be efficient or productive. And then you're going to find at the end of the day, you're tired, you're burnt out. You feel like I've done all these things, but I have not done what I set out to do. So if that's you, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know. We're keeping it real today. And just to listen. If you're watching live, send me a message. Let me know you're watching live. And if you are watching on replay, comment replay below. And I want to know if you're in business, what type of business you have. I really would like to know who's watching and if this is for you for sure. But you have to plan your day. It's so, so crucial that you have a plan for everything you're trying to do, have a plan for your goals, because I look at a plan as a simple roadmap. It's like my GPS. For example, if I know I was leaving my house to go to drive to Florida, they could say, you know what, take the 95 south and you'll end up in Florida, which is easy. I can get up and set my mind, that's what I'm going to do. But what's going to happen when there's a detour or when there's traffic and when there's road work? How do you make those alternative turns so that you can stay on track? There's distractions, there's bumps, there's all these obstacles, all these different things. But if I did not have a GPS, how would I know which way to go? How would I be focused? How would I know? You can't just jumpstart the week. You can't just go into the week, go into your goals, go into a year, go into a quarter without having a plan, a plan of action. If you have a team, what is the plan for your team? If you're hiring a support staff, a VA, what is the plan for the VA? What is her role? You have to have a plan that's going to guide your everyday, guide your focus, guide your activities, guide your actions. Otherwise, you'll be all over the place, stressed out, and you're going to wonder why you don't have any balance, why you don't have any harmony, because you don't have a plan. You're not focused. So you need to make sure that anything you do, that you have a plan for it, right? The other thing is there's always things to do. There will never be a time when you can feel like I don't have anything to do in my business. Because as an entrepreneur, unfortunately, if you were working full time, you're used to feeling like, I have to do things. I have to do stuff in order to generate income. And entrepreneurship is not that way. And if you still have that mindset, you really have to do the work to pivot, right? And if you don't, it's great. But you do know for sure that there's always something to do in your business. Always something to do. There's always something that you can post. There's always an email you can send. There's always another follow-up. There's always something to tweet. There's always another message. There's always something that you can do in your business, right? But you have to prioritize. That's the second thing. You have to look at the tasks and really prioritize what are those revenue generating tasks that I need to make sure that I am completing first thing every day. The first thing every day. That is the task that you should be doing, prioritizing. What are those tasks? Whether it's waking up in the morning, checking your accounts, checking your emails. First, you got to do your quiet time. That's a non negotiable for me. But what are those tasks that you have planned that takes priority, that takes a precedence over everything else? These are the tasks that's going to move you closer to your goals, move you closer to your revenue, productivity, all those great things. So you have to prioritize those tasks. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself doing all the things. And again, none of those things are moving the needle forward in your business, in your life, and in creating that harmony, right? So again, plan is the first thing. Prioritize is the second thing. The last thing you need to do is to play. Yeah, I said it. You have to play. Because your business is all over the place doesn't mean that you can't take a moment to just decompress, take some time, and do something that you love. If you really want to create harmony, you have to find what are those things that bring you joy? What are those things that make you happy? What are those things that make you laugh and giggle again? Who are the people that you can have those experiences with? Plan that. Get your hubby, get your partner, get your girl, get whatever it is, but get them planned. Do something with the kids, do something with the grandkids, whatever it is. Create that time to play. And when I say play, I'm not talking about a mani-pedi or a massage. I'm talking about the little silly giggle thing. I'll never forget a couple weeks ago, I was in Virginia and we were riding scooters. I was like, you know what? I want to do something that I have not done since I was a child that is going to take me outside of my comfort zone, that's going to scare me a little bit, which it did because I was a little scared. Like, I'm a big girl. What if I fall? What's going to happen, right? But never mind that. I said, I'm just going to do that. And we rode scooters all through the streets, had a great time, had some ice cream, like joy. Things that really bring you true joy. What are those things? You need to tap into that. Make a list. What are some things that I enjoy doing that you have not done or that you refuse to do because you feel like I'm too busy, I'm all over the place, I'm trying to find balance? You find balance from within. You find harmony from within. Start doing the things that make you happy so that you can start prioritizing the things that's going to provide opportunities to give you more time and more energy and more income so that you can do more of the things that make you happy. But plan it. Make sure you plan it. If you have to schedule a day a month that you do something that you've never done before that's exciting, or go do a dance class, or do something amazing that you just never thought of, do it. But you have to plan it, you have to make it a priority, and then you go out there and then have fun and play and enjoy it. Building a business is not hard. I'm not going to say it's hard, but there are hard things about business. Of course, there's ups and downs, there's ebbs and flows that you have to go through, but how you manage it is the key. So you don't have to get burnt out, overwhelmed, stressed out, frustrated in your business, especially if you have a 9 to 5 that's doing the same thing, or a 7 to 7, or 11 to 7, whatever it is. You don't have to be stressed out there and then stressed out in your business. And if you're a full-time entrepreneur, again, you're not trying to be burnt out and stressed out, right? You need to make sure that you have the structures, the systems, the support, all the tools that you need so that you can create the life business harmony that you truly desire, because you're no good for your clients if you are pouring from an empty cup, if you're stressed, if you're burnt out, if you're doing everything, if you're missing appointments, missing emails, you're missing money because you can't keep up. So you got to make sure that you, and for one, get the team, the support, all those things in place. And then if you're a solopreneur, start planning, prioritizing, and carving out time for you to play. And make sure you get on my calendar so that you can get the structure and the systems and the support that you need so that you can create the ease and flow and the harmony that you truly desire in your business, so that you can take your business to the next level, so that you can generate the revenue that will help you to have more impact and help you to have more time so that you can enjoy more of the things that you love. No more burnout in business. We are creating unshakable success through legacy building opportunities, legacy building businesses, and businesses that are not going to burn you out. So, this is what the motto is: unshakable success. It's looking at the whole woman, how you can create harmony in life, in business, in your family, and all in your finances, and all those things. But again, three things. I'm going to recap. So I want y'all to get this. You got to plan, prioritize, and you got to make time for some play. So that's it. I'm Marissa Malloy, business development coach and operations consultant, and I work with small businesses, women in small businesses, to help them create the systems and the structures so they can create the work-life harmony that they desire and build unshakable success. So if that's you and you desire, you feel like, you know what, I need some structure, I need some guidance, I need someone that can tell me how I can make this work so I can make more by doing less, then make sure you get on my calendar. Make sure you message me. Let's have a conversation. Let's chat about different ways that we can walk with you and help you and implement strategies so that you can work less and earn more. So I look forward to chatting with you. Make sure you send me a message and have a great evening. Take care. It's Marissa Malloy. Peace out.